North Carolina football has never been much of a power in the college sports world, as they have only won 10 plus games 8 times in their program's history. They have had their fair share of stars though, with players such as Julius Peppers, Mitch Trubisky, and Giovanni Bernard, but their best NFL player may not actually even be in the league yet. In today's video, we'll be talking about sophomore quarterback Sam Howell, and how he could not only be the best quarterback in North Carolina football history, but he could also be a future NFL superstar. At this point, everything I say is based off his freshman year, his current hype, and future projections, so there's definitely a chance this could all blow up in my face, but I am confident in myself. Before we get started, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video with your friends, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any more college football content. Now let's get started with the rise of Sam Howell. Before last season, I ranked all the Power 5 quarterbacks, and to be honest, I had Sam Howell dead last. Boy, did he make me eat my words though, as he became one of the best quarterbacks in the country and really put his name out there in their game against Clemson. Before Sam was put under the national spotlight, he was just a young kid growing up in the town of Sun Valley, North Carolina. Howell ended up growing up during the John Bunting and Butch Davis eras of North Carolina football, which were plagued by mediocrity and scandal. He eventually grew into a star quarterback from a young age and began to dominate once he got to Sun Valley High School. He would go on to pass for 3,240 yards and 36 touchdowns his senior year. He had already decided where he was going to go. The previous April, Florida State head coach Willie Taggart sat in Howell's living room and told him that he could start as a true freshman for the Noles. Once Mack Brown came in, it changed everything. One of the first things he did once he became the coach there was he drove to talk to Sam and tried to get him to commit. According to his father, it wasn't exactly love at first sight though, as Sam actually told Brown to go home because he didn't have an offensive coordinator or any sort of plan for him. I honestly cannot believe that a high school kid told Mack Brown to go home. In the end though, Mack got his offensive coordinator and returned to Sam's house to offer his pitch. Clearly he was interested, as many scouts started to believe he could flip to UNC, and he eventually had a ceremony to pick between the two schools. It also helped UNC's chances that Florida State offensive coordinator Walt Bell had recently left for UMass to take their head coaching job. Sam had one of the stranger commitment ceremonies I've ever seen, as he used 2 custom bottles of Coca-Cola and a mystery box to pick his school. The UNC momentum ended up being enough, and Howell picked up the Carolina blue hat. His father was also ill at the time, and Sam wanted to be closer to home so his dad could watch him play, and so he could be there for him if he needed it. Howell's commitment became the first major recruiting hit for Mack Brown, and the program was already on the uptick. According to 24/7 Sports, Sam was a 4-star recruit, number 3 dual-threat quarterback, and the number 93 overall player in the class of 2019. Something else worth noting is that Sam's personal trainer in high school was Anthony Boone. Boone was a former star quarterback for their rival Duke. When Howell arrived in Chapel Hill, he was going to have to work for the starting job, as he was put in a 3-man quarterback battle with Jace Reuter and Cade Fortin. It ended up coming down to Howell versus Reuter, but Sam was, quote, more consistent than the other two, and as a true freshman, he was named the starting quarterback. As I said earlier, the Tar Heels were under first-year head coach Mack Brown, and they were picked to finish 6th in the ACC Coastal Division. North Carolina had a talented roster that included running backs Michael Carter and Javonte Williams, and wide receivers Dynami Brown and Daz Newsome. They opened up the season in a neutral site game against South Carolina, and it was a game to remember. They ended up winning the game, and Howell put up a respectable 245 yards and 2 touchdowns in his first career start. Next, they won their Week 2 matchup against Miami, which was also another thrilling game, and Howell would go on to throw for 2 more touchdowns. They ended up losing back-to-back games to Wake Forest and Appalachian State, but they were set up to face Clemson on national television. In one of the best games of the year, Howell led his team down the field and converted multiple 4th downs to bring the game to 1 point, but they ended up going for 2, and Sam was taken down in the backfield. Howell threw for 9 touchdowns in his next 2 games, and they lost one of those games in 6 overtimes to Virginia Tech. From there, Sam threw for 15 touchdowns in his last 5 games, and led the Heels to a 6-6 regular season record, where they lost all 6 of their games by less than 1 possession. With their win over NC State, they qualified for a bowl game, and they went on to kill Temple in the Military Bowl. On the year, Sam threw for 3,641 yards, 38 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions, while he completed 61% of his passes. As a freshman, Howell was named to the All-ACC 3rd team, became the ACC Rookie of the Year, and was named to the Freshman All-American team. The 2022 quarterback class is absolutely loaded, as it includes Howell, Bo Nix, Spencer Rattler, Keaton Slovis, and Jaden Daniels. I'm actually going to make a video about this class pretty soon, so please make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you can see when that one comes out. So why is this kid projected to be the number 1 overall pick, you may ask? Scouts believe he's the real deal, first and foremost because of his work ethic. Sam is a film guru, and the first thing he did after this year was over, as he asked for all the film on Joe Burrow he could get his hands on. Secondly, Howell has the perfect body and measurables to be a really good quarterback, and he's even trying to become more mobile so he can be a true dual threat. Thirdly, he broke a ton of records as a true freshman, and he's already producing at a high level. Fourth, Howell is at the epicenter of the resurgence of North Carolina football, and if he delivers in the spotlight, that will help his stock even more. Finally, Sam is just a winner. He led his team to 7 wins as a true freshman and kept them close in every single game they played. In my opinion, he's the best quarterback prospect in the 2022 class, and I expect him to go number 1 overall. I also think he has the tools to be a dominant quarterback in the NFL, and he could very well become a superstar if given the right system, weapons, and coaching. Please let me know what you guys think of Howell, where he will go in the draft, and if you think he has a chance to eventually become an NFL superstar. I really enjoyed making today's video, and if you enjoyed watching, please make sure to take a moment and hit that like button to help this channel grow. I will be making more videos throughout the summer about some of college football's best players, so make sure to check out my playlist about college football stars down in the description below. Before you leave, be sure to subscribe to the channel, as I really need your help to hit 2.1k subscribers by the end of May, plus you don't want to miss out on any more college football content. While you are still here though, please check out these other cool videos I have selected for you guys to watch next.